10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, Grenada. Hello, wherever you are on the World Wide Web. From New York, this Saturday, January 24th, this is the New York Connection, and I am Harold Pysadee. While independence celebrations continue, big news: defending independence Calypso monarch Val Adams is not competing. St. Andrew won the food tasting competition last night, and the young folks take to the stage this afternoon, weather permitting, and more. Caribbean Solidarity Night comes up next Friday. We'll be chatting about that this morning. There's the pageant coming up next weekend too. Woo! Yeah, this is an independence menu these days in North America, I can tell you that. Well, the big news is that defending Calypso monarch, independence Calypso monarch here in New York, Val Adams is not competing at the finals tomorrow. Why? I don't know. But he was not there to pull for positions for the competition. So we have 10 Calypsonians competing, and there will be a new independence monarch this year. And in position number 1 will be Norman Lendor Relax. Position 2, David George Whistler. Position 3, Teresa Robinson Super Terry. Position 4, Johnson Henry J1. Position 5, Jermaine Simon Superstar. Position 6, Burgess McPhee Quaco. Position 7, Samora Adams Samora. Position 8, Elvin Mark Elo. Position 9, Evelyn Alexander Zingo. And position 10, Harriet Jeremiah Pett. So that's the order of appearance for the Independence Calypso Monarch Finals tomorrow. And that show begins at 6 o'clock. And that's at Tropical Reflections, 4501 Glenwood Road. That's Glenwood and 45th, okay? So that's going to be the big show. Come tomorrow, the Calypso Finals. Val Adams, Independence Defending Monarch, not competing. Yeah, there ain't no Randy Isaac either. I hope Val isn't saying that because his nephew is performing. Or his niece, that is performing. He wants to stay out. I don't know. But he ain't competing. He ain't defending. But I know Val has been doing lots of work with the Calypsonians in composing and arranging the music too, you see. He's such a gentleman. Okay, well, last evening we had the social evening. And that was a fine evening. We'll be talking a little about that, and next Friday it's the Caribbean Solidarity Night. That's a big night. Yes, when we encompass all of the Caribbean sisters and brothers for a night of celebration and awards. Well, joining me this morning is Merle Clark, who is the chief organizer of that event, and we'll be talking about this and that. Good morning, Merle.
Good morning, Harold. How are you?
Oh, very. I can hear the drag in that voice. We had a long night last night at that Solidarity, didn't we?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well. First of all, if you can talk about that, St. Andrew won the food tasting competition, the big parish that is. But yes. it was a real Grenada night. Grenada won that night because it was good to see all of the parishes coming together. Putting their various hands in the pot, so to speak, and really appeasing the taste buds as you went along. Well, I tried to taste as much as possible last night, and there was a point when I just couldn't go anymore. But
I think your sentiment was echoed by many. People came by our booth and said, "Oh, I can't taste anymore. I can't eat anymore." It was a wonderful evening, wonderful, and a wonderful opening for our celebrations here.
Yes, yeah. It's called the social evening, where, as it says, Grenadians come out and they socialize. And this was an innovation to have the food tasting competition. And the response was good, though. It looked organized, and that was a good point of the evening.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed.
I enjoyed the tittery fish cake.
Oh, wonderful. St. Andrews all the way.
Oh, that was St. Andrew? Oh,
right
okay.
from the boucherie. Yeah, of course.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about the Caribbean Solidarity Night. Oh, before that, by the way, there's the Youth Festival, which is scheduled for this afternoon. Right now, we have like about an inch or two of snow on the ground, but it's just raining slowly now and very slushy and slippery. Let's hope it doesn't put a damper on the thing this afternoon, and let's hope the children will get a chance to really come out on stage, and folks will come out to support them.
Really, I really hope so, because the kids have been practicing for months now, and we were asking people to really come out and support them. It's a lot of work that goes into it, but they're all enthusiastic and ready to go for this afternoon.
And that comes off at the at 845 East 96th Street. There's a big auditorium there, 845 East 96th Street, and that's between Foster and Avenue D. And the show time is 3 o'clock. Okay, show time is 3 o'clock. It's free. And we know it's going to be a little treacherous out there, but you know it is. We live in New York. That's how it goes, all right? So we just deal with it. It's 3 o'clock. It's free. 845 East 96th Street between Foster and Avenue D. That's the Youth Festival. The children will be performing all kind of things, whether it's poetry, calypso, steel band, maypole dancing, and skits and what have you. And they really need your support. So, really, pull out the extra energy to go out and support the children this afternoon. They'll be quite happy to see us old people, like they like to say, out there supporting them this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, Merle, so let's talk now of the Caribbean Solidarity Night. That's coming up on Friday. And it's another big night where really we celebrate our sisters and brothers of the Caribbean in an official atmosphere. Go ahead.
Right. Yes. One of the things that we realize is that Caribbean unity is shown in our culture. And so last year was the very first year we introduced Caribbean Solidarity Night to our celebration. And this year we have, and as the year went along, we tried to include as much of the different, cultures that are cultural expressions that we see around the Caribbean. And to this end, we have on Friday night we have the Indo-Caribbean culture being shown through Trinidad and Tobago Tassa dancers. That would be wonderful. That would be beautiful. We also have Guyana, the Guyana sawman. Anybody heard music on a saw? If you want to hear that, come on Friday night. He will be expressing the show of culture again with us on Friday night. We have performances. It's really, really, really going to be great. We have performances from Grenada, and then here we are going to see the mix when we put the Greenhouse drummers and Trinidad drummers together. Let's see, really what we have. So we're really expecting, and we're hoping that people would come out again, even more than they did last night, to support and celebrate. Harold, that's one point I want to make, is that, and you mentioned it, and which we always mention it, all of our events, most of our events are free. However, we do ask for a donation because Grenada Independence Committee has dedicated our celebrations towards raising funds for an X-ray machine in Carriacou. And we really want to be able to do that. At the end of the celebration, the end of the 2 weeks, we really want to be able to say to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, now you can easily go to your hospital and have an X-ray done, rather than having to travel all the way to Grenada, or having to wait to have an X-ray. And this is very, very, very important. Throughout our celebrations, we'll be asking our audiences to donate generously for a social cause.
So the proverbial hat will also be passed around.
Oh yes.
I see you have down St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, Antigua, Barbuda, Jamaica, Bermuda, the Bahamas, Haiti. Woo!
Yeah, yes, wonderful. Wonderful. We know that Haiti has a whole range of comedians, and we want to. Maybe I should not sell it out as yet.
They'll be speaking English?
Of course. And I hope there will be some people in the audience, some Grenadians in the audience who understand a little bit of patois.
Sac passe.
Yes, sac pa el naboulé. So we're really looking forward to a good night on Friday. It is at the same place as we had our celebration last night, Church Avenue, the Holy Cross Auditorium. And we begin. I should add, we begin with a show of from the consulates. We want the countries to display what they do have. So we'll have tables where you can come in and be able to learn something about the different countries that will be performing on stage. So we're asking you to come early. We have entertainment that begins early from 6 o'clock in the evening. We recognize that people are coming from work, so we'll have food. So coming, enjoy yourself, and be part of our celebrations.
Great. Is it more difficult now organizing the social evening? Everything is getting Herculean now in these tough times. How is it to get all of the folks to give their affirmation, their confirmation that they will participate in the event and putting the program together and still, getting the wherewithal to ensure that people will donate to the cause for Carriacou?
It is a Herculean task to organize in all the celebrations, every event. We have been working extremely hard. And one of the things that we really try to do is to reach out there. We reach out a lot. But we begin our plans for the celebrations really early. And trying to get people together, get participation, is always difficult because people are very busy. But when it comes to a social cause, our people are really pulled together. We really pulled together to give it, and that's what you saw last night.
Oh, absolutely!
You saw people coming together, and everything was donated. People donated their time and their money so that we could have a successful event. So we Grenadians, we know how to come together. We know how to have a good time, and we also know how to support each other, and that is beautiful.
Wonderful. So it's the Caribbean Solidarity Night coming off next Friday coming, and Caribbean countries will be expressing solidarity with Grenada on the 41st anniversary of independence, of course. Okay, song, dance, poetry, music, lots of islands participating, and it's at the Holy Cross Auditorium, 2530 Church Avenue, between Bedford and Rogers. The time is 7 p.m. sharp. Make it a point to be there. The admission is free, but you'll be asked to give a little donation for the project for Carriacou, the hospital project for Carriacou, and we know that as generous Grenadians and Caribbean people, you will do your best to support, even in these gru times. Well, Merle, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning, and looking forward to great success on that event come Friday.
Oh, thank you so much as always, Harold. Wonderful. It was good seeing you last night. I know you're part of St. Andrew. So we share a trophy with you. And we're looking forward again to a wonderful evening come Friday. Thank you so much as always.
Thank you, Merle.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's Merle Clark. So the Caribbean Solidarity Night is Friday the 30th coming up, Holy Cross Auditorium, 2530 Church Avenue, between Bedford and Rogers. And the day after, Saturday, January 31st, next Saturday, it's the Independence Pageant. And that's at MS 391 Mahalia Jackson, 790 East New York Avenue in Brooklyn. And that's close to Troy, all right? Troy and Schenectady. So that's the Independence Pageant. It's coming up next Saturday. And And we'll be chatting, giving more details of that come next Saturday morning to pump it up some more. But put that on your Independence calendar of events. And don't forget the church service is on Sunday, February the 1st. That's the Ecumenical Church service at St. Therese of Lisieux, that 1281 Troy Avenue. And that's close to Avenue D. And that church service begins at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And it will be carried live on K105 FM GBN. So look forward to that. And the Seniors Tea Party coming up on Thursday, February the 5th at Remsen Community Center, 3304 Clarendon Road. That's the Remsen Community Center at 3304 Clarendon Road. And the big gala awards and ceremony where everybody come out in the best dan. Saturday, February the 7th, Independence Day. And that's at the Grand Prospect Hall. Understand that very few tickets are left. Only the tickets for the balcony are left. $10 for the tickets. And you can call the consulate for all of the information too. And if you need to get tickets, 212-599-0301. That's 212-599-0301. All the information where you get tickets and what have you, you'll get that there from the consulate. And don't forget too that on Sunday, February the 8th, the anniversary luncheon when we hook up with the folks in New Jersey. And that luncheon will be at the Metropolitan Room at the Newark Club. That's at 1 Newark Center, the 22nd floor. So the consulate will give you the details about that too. Lots of action for independence here in New York and New Jersey. And our friends up north, our friends that sending all of the snow to us down here, our Canadian friends, give us 2 inches of snow and we blame you folks in Canada. All right, Toronto are having their independence celebrations too, you know, and it begins on Sunday, February the 1st. That's next to Sunday. And it will be the church service. We'll kick it off, and that begins at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Church of the Nativity, 10 Sewells Road in Scarborough. And a reception will immediately follow the service in the church hall. Then on Friday, February the 6th, the official flag-raising ceremony of Grenada. And that takes place at 11:30 in the morning at the Toronto City Hall, 100 Queen Street in Toronto. And the official reception will follow inside of the members' lounge, which is upstairs above the council chambers inside of the Toronto City Hall. And that's from midday to 2 p.m. Then on Valentine's Day, Saturday, February the 14th, at 6:30 p.m., it's the Grenada Independence Gala. And that's at Spiral Banquet Hall, 888 Don Mills Road in Scarborough. $75 to get in. Tickets are available. Call the consulate, or you can email the Grenada Association in Toronto at gatoronto@gmail.com. That's gatoronto@gmail.com. The consulate is 416-595-1343. That's 416-595-1343. And the Showcase in Grenada and Literary Night is on Saturday, February 28th from 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that takes place at the Japanese Canadian Cultural Center, 6 Garamond Court in Toronto. And spicing it up on Saturday, March the 7th. Yeah, I think that's the birthday of Sir Vivian Richards, you know. Yeah. Woo! Anyway, Spice It Up is on... Where did that come from? Spice It Up is on Saturday, March the 7th from 10 p.m. to 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's at the on the Rocks nightclub, 1600 Steeles Avenue West, North York. Early bird tickets $20, the limited amount of those early bird tickets. And then advance tickets are $25, and at the door you pay $30. And tickets are on sale. Tickets are available. Tickets are available. So remember, Independence celebrations in Toronto begins next weekend. You can call the consulate 416-595-1343. That's 416-595-1343. Okay, don't forget, folks, the caravan is on for Grenada, and it begins in April. Well, we know that those folks who are going for Carriacou's Carnival already are gone. So we could forget those for Carriacou. They're already there. The Carriacou Exodus is in motion and about to be completed. So we want to say thanks and congrats to all of the folks who, found the time to make it for Carriacou's Carnival, which traditionally stays the same time as Trinidad's before Lent. And if you have the time, please, seats are still available. We have Test Cricket and Republic Bank Angel Harb's 50th anniversary celebrations. Test Cricket West Indies versus England is from April 21st to the 25th. And then Angel Harb's 50th anniversary. They have activities for so. And those activities begins on the 12th of April with a church service and opening ceremony. Then Monday the 13th, a panel discussion night, the history of Pan in Grenada. On Tuesday the 14th, a gala and exhibition evening. And Wednesday the 15th, a Pan Yard Lime and a rehearsal for the concert, which is the day after, on the 16th, Thursday. That's the Pan concert. Friday the 17th, a Rum Runner Cruise. And then Saturday the 18th, the award ceremony. And on Sunday the 19th, the Beach Lime and Cookout. From brighter out of darkness, come celebrate 50 years of the sound of a people's pride. Republic Bank Angel Harb's 50th anniversary celebrations. Tickets are still available, folks. You get a 2-in-1 package. You have cricket, and you're celebrating with Angel Harb's. Angel Harb's, a pioneer in the steel band movement in Grenada, the first band to use a canopy, the first to produce a recording of steel pan music, and the first to have a formal program of teaching students pan music. And these students were from the St. Joseph's Convent in St. George's. The survival of Angel Harb's is also due in no small part to the support of residents of the community. And some were very vocal supporters, like Mr. Thomas Bruce Bain, the LaHaye family, and the Cyrus family. But others gave quiet support and were extremely proud when the band won a Panorama or Steel Band Festival. Angel Harb's an institution in Grenada. Please support them and go have fun with them as they celebrate 50 years as a pan side. And another big thing happening come summertime in Grenada. It's the Grenada 2015 Alumni Week for the first time, July 30th to August the 5th, combined secondary schools reunion, embracing the past, empowering the future. Promoting the interests of the secondary schools and the friendly collaboration of graduates. It's a coming together of all of the alumni for a big celebration. It's called Grenada 2015 Alumni Week. From July 30th to August the 5th. Now, this is going to be a big one. Now, registration is open for all who wish to unite in Grenada with classmates, friends, and family. Frances Purcell is spearheading that. And Frances says you can contact at the website Grenada, that's GDA 2015 alumniweek.com. That's GDA 2015 alumniweek.com. Or you can email committee@gda2015alumniweek.com. That's committee@gda2015alumniweek.com. Get inspired, get involved. It's a week of reunion activities from July 30th to August the 5th. And another icon in the entertainment industry is having a big year this year. Yes, Limos Gilbert, Inspector, celebrating 30 years this year, is going to have a big celebration coming up, folks, as part of Carnival. Remember, it was the Carnival season of 1985 that the lanky Limos Gilbert from Sates in Patrick became Inspector, the Junior Calypso Monarch and Road March King of Grenada. Now, 30 years later, and with 10 national titles under his belt, the Hitman is embarking on a major celebration of his accomplishments and his success. Now, right here on the New York Connection, we'll be kicking it off by featuring his music, talking to the goodly man, and reminiscing over the 30 years. And you know that for weeks and months we have been asking you to dig deep to give for the X-ray unit for the Princess Alice Hospital, spearheaded by the Reynold and Nadia Benjamin Foundation. Well, Mrs. Benjamin would like to say thank you to everybody. Starting off with Grenlec for partnering with the foundation to purchase the X-ray unit. Also to the Ministry of Health and all other family and friends and supporters at home and abroad. And Mrs. Benjamin says special mention must be made of the chairperson of the fundraising committee, Mrs. Sylvia Nayak, and her husband, Mr. Hicklin Nayak. Ms. Jennifer Joseph, chairperson of the Friends of the Princess Alice Hospital Committee, other members of the committee, and donors of foodstuff as well as money. The persons who helped with the preparation and serving of the dinner, the DJ bar, the bar attendants, and all other supporters. That's the DJ, I should say, bar attendants, and all other supporters who came out to support this important fundraiser for the upgrading of the Princess Alice Hospital. And Mrs. Benjamin would like to take the personal opportunity to thank everyone for supporting the first fundraiser of the committee. And I know folks here in North America really took part in that, really gave of self and service and the money too to ensure that became a reality. Mrs. Bench, I'm always here for you, my darling. Otherwise, Gentle gon' kill me. Remember too that the drive continues, folks. Can't stop to get that kit. For the visually impaired in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. You know that John Rollo, who's a gentleman with a disability, he's blind, spearheading the drive to bring independence in the mobility and orientation of the visually impaired. You heard that Prime Minister Mitchell admitted the other night that there are lots to be done in recognizing the plight of the disabled in Grenada. And so John Rollo is on the money when he says that it needs to be done. He's trained and he's imparting his expertise on his countryfolk. His organization is called the Protective Affiliation for the Visually Impaired of Grenada, West Indies, PAVIG. And we continue to dig deep, and please purchase that kit so Mr. Rollo can effectively train the visually impaired. Now that kit, which is less than $100, includes a guide cane with a marshmallow rotated tip, a replacement standard pencil point tip, a digital voice recorder, preferably the Olympus brand, and a simple referee-style whistle without a ball. Now you can contact John Rollo by email john.arollo, R-U-L-L-O-W, that's john.arollo@gmail.com, or call these numbers, start writing, 473-231-5646, his Magic Jack, 404-537-6072, or 473-534-2847. Support that, folks. Remember that visual impairment is a disability with guaranteed protection under international law as mandated by the United Nations. Let's respect that. Woo! Well, that's a wrap, folks. Thank you so much for taking the time. Join me again same time next Saturday morning for another Harold Pysadee in New York. Have yourselves a blessed week.